How's it going, y'all? Today we are going to build a pay what you want course. So I have an existing course at Latterly.io, which forwards to Teachable. So I currently have a course on Teachable. Couple issues with this. Go get one. Okay. All right. Couple issues with the existing Latterly site. One is that it does not have a pay what you want feature, and I would like that. Two is that in light of the recent downturn in the economy, Teachable has restricted their feature set so that I can no longer accept additional students at my current tier. So they want me to start paying like $40 a month so that I can enroll more students. Well, I will just build a website myself, or I'll try. And if it's awful, then maybe I'll give them $40 a month. Also, I am watching my kids while I live stream, so I might cut the stream at any moment. You want me to open that for you? Yep, mom is running. That's right. Mom is doing a mud runner this morning. Okay, so with that, let me drink this yogurt and we'll get started. Also, I've been really liking these Liquid Death teas, not sponsored. Hey, if you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube and you can see the full screen. Okay, so how are we doing this? We're going to go to GoDaddy. I already have a long time blog. This is the oldest website that I've owned. This is just a personal blog that I've had since, let's see, 2010, 2013, something like that. There you go, 2010. And it's just WordPress. That's how I got started. And it's hosted on GoDaddy. And we are going to subdomain that site, is going to be the kind of easiest entry point for a sort of like a beta site or like a staging site. And if we get everything working, then I'll obviously move it to its own domain. But I don't want to mess with the existing domain records that are pointing to the Teachable site. I don't want to disrupt that until I have a working beta site and I can just flip it over. So that's the high level idea. So I'm going to go to this after econ domain, or I don't want to go to the domain. I want to go to the server. What do they call it? cPanel. I want to get into cPanel. Maybe I think it's under web hosting. Website. This is GoDaddy website builder. That's not what I want. I don't want the managed WordPress. You can see it's been a while since I logged into GoDaddy and they moved some things around. That's okay. I'm not a GoDaddy hater. They really do a great job, if you ask me. Okay. Deluxe hosting with cPanel. I think this is the thing. So I'm going to get into my cPanel UI and I'll be able to create a subdomain. Dreamers Never Die says, ooh, what's this live? We are building a site where you can pay what you want. So currently I have this course and either you have to pay an amount or you can do it for free. And I want another option, which is pay what you want. And by the way, why do I want to do pay what you want? We should talk about that a minute. Pay what you want is an overpowered feature. It lets you as a seller help people who need help. It also lets you as a seller enable people to pay you more so that you can offer them more services without having to go through and make like a crazy product catalog with like 1,000 tiers. I can just say, yeah, give me an extra $10 and I'll do this extra thing in our session. It makes it super flexible. And so from a product management perspective, you basically have like one or two products. It's way simpler. But with those one or two products and with the ability to flex on pricing, you can do everything from truly charitable work to like truly premium work, all with this very simple but powerful feature, pay what you want. Are we also doing SEO? No, not today. Okay. I mean, we'll get some SEO, but I'm not going to be really optimizing it. Um, File manager. I don't know. I'm going to control click and open in a new tab because it could be any of these things. It might also be install application because I think we're going to have to install a separate WordPress instance. Okay, I guess that just actually opened the URL. What's going on? This feels like this should not be happening. Let me open up DevTools. Maybe there's a GoDaddy issue. Sometimes they do have issues. I stand by. I still think they're great because they resolve their issues so quickly. That's the thing. If I gave them a call, they would just like immediately start working on it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just loading really slowly. Oh, here's my cPanel login. PHP my admin backup FTP file manager. I used to just be able to go I used to just be able to go to cPanel right here. Oh, here it is. Ugh, okay, they moved the button. I'm so dumb. All right, so this is cPanel for After Econ. Perfect. Are you good with Shopify? I mean, I have a Shopify store. Check the link in my bio. Let me show that quickly. I haven't sold anything. No one has. I've had this thing for almost a year, and I'm the only person who's bought my own shit. I mean, I like this. Maybe my stuff is bad. I like it. So you can go to the link in my bio. What would that be? Not. Let me just go to my TikTok and show you how to get there. So we're here. You go to the link in my bio. This is my social homepage. It has everything. One of the things is this Coding Life store. All right, you can go to the TV area or the play area. So this is my Shopify. Recently launched products is Coding Season. We just got a long black sleeve shirt. It just says Coding Season. And then we got this simple design that says Coding Season. I think the text here, the copy talks through my design approach. I've designed these all myself. In my designs, I'm minimalist, and I also focus on triggering a concrete conversation. Not like an abstract conversation like abstract art, but like a specific conversation. So like code and lift, right? I code and caffeinate. And there's some other stuff. These are just kind of the highlights. This one is fun. I built this using Dolly. Here's another new product. It is laptop stickers. And then this QR code, that one is fun because if you scan it, it sends you to Laterally. Um, so I'm curious to see how that works out. I got that one coming in the mail to me, and I'll wear it, and then maybe you guys will get curious is the idea. Or if I'm out in public, people will get curious and scan it and go straight to Laterally. That's the idea. So yeah, I really like my products, but but no one buys them. So go buy something. They're not outrageous. I mean, it's $20 for the hat, $25 for the other hat, whatever. It's whatever. If you're like, hey, if this was a dollar or two cheaper, I'd buy it. DM me. I'll figure out how to make that work. Mom's home. Dad's over here streaming. Sam is in his room. I told him he could come down, but he didn't do it yet. Wow, you're a muddy mama. Do you want to show the camera? She got back from a mud runner. How'd you do? What was your time? 18 obstacles, 5K in 40 minutes. Cool. 18 obstacles, 5K in 40 minutes. What's a 5K? Sorry, translate that to miles. That's really good. Okay. That's good, right? Wow. Profession coder. Yeah, my profession is coder. Cool. Hey, give your mom some space, dude. All right, so let's make some subdomains here. Add on domain. We're going to create a new domain name. This is going to be laterally beta. Sam, get out of the kitchen. Your mom just got home. Don't swarm her as soon as she got home. Okay, so we make a domain sub. Oh no, this should not be a new domain name. I want to create a subdomain only. So let me go back. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Subdomains. So here's the subdomain laterallybeta.afterecon.com. And that's a pre-generated, like auto-generated document root. That's great. So we will, oh, do I already have this? Let me go to this. It looks like I already have latterly.afterecon.com, but the document root is empty maybe? No, the document root is not empty. So back in 2019, I did a thing. Oh yeah, I remember this. It might be hard to see, but there's these like tiny particles floating around. Um, yeah, this was before Teachable. I was working on this. Whatever. I'm gonna ignore that. We're gonna have Latterly beta. I'll clean up the other thing later. I don't want to update that one. I want to make a new one. Do your kids know how to code? They do not. Do you do any backend? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We full stack up in here. I mean, this right now is backend. I'm in a backend, right? What we're doing right now is backend. Okay, cool. So this might take some time to work. And I might be missing something. I'm trying to think about that. I might need to set up a DNS record. Let's go back here. And what we want to do next is install WordPress. Let's go to WordPress, install this application. Okay, so now we have, okay, so the DNS records are already there. It already knows about these sites. Latterlybeta.afterecon.com, that looks good. HTTPS. I don't know if I get the SSL for free. Stay here with daddy. What do you mean? I'm not going to the pool? Yeah, I think that would be fun. HTTPS colon slash slash. Um, latterly dot beta dot afterecon.com. So that control A, control C. This doesn't work, right? And then let's go eliminate the S. So this is the HTTP. Why are you crying? You don't have to then. Quit crying, dude. Go play with your cars. So crying is not going to help anything. Figure out what you would like to do and let me know because it seems like any option that we're giving you, you're crying about any of them. Okay. You can totally go with mom. That's totally fine. So yeah, I don't know whether HTTP or HTTPS is the right choice here, actually. I'm going to go with HTTP and it might just not work. And we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. How old are your kids? You're four still, right? You turn five in a couple months. Yeah. Four and two. I always second guess that because my wife never says they're four and two. She always says they're almost five and almost three. And then I have to go, well, are they five and three now? Like, no, they're still four and two. I can't believe how many tabs you have open. This is like, yeah, kind of normal. I don't think this is even particularly bad. Here, I'll close a few. I guess I do have a few extra ones open because I have four or five taking up like a media project. What is pay what you want? Oh, it means that. So this is Rayhan. Rayhan is in the chat asking, "What is pay what you want?" And let's say Rayhan goes to my website and wants to buy something. It literally means you get the thing you want and you pay whatever you want for it. That's what it means. Directory optional. Is it optional? I feel like. Okay, it's optional in the sense that there's some like automatic path and you can optionally override it. Got it, got it, got it. I was like, you definitely need to install it somewhere. Yeah, that looks good. 622, great. I accept the agreement. Update minor versions automatically. Yes, please. Create a backup and automatically restore if the update fails. Yeah, this is definitely what you want to do if you have like quote unquote a real WordPress site. Because I'm doing a beta site, I don't know that I care too much. I wish there was a way I could copy this to my clipboard without like showing it. Um, let's call this Laterally 2.0. Learn to what's my Laterally slogan? It's like accelerate career advancement. There you go. I don't want two-factor auth for this. Limit login attempts, yes. Enable multi-site, no. So this is all looking good. The only issue is that I want my, so we'll call the admin, we'll call it admin, and then I'll put something here that I actually know. Cool. All right, that should be it. So we got WordPress up and going. Oh, thanks. What are you going to build with it? So I have, and I talked about this in the start of the stream, and the stream will be saved, so you can go back and review it on your own time. But basically, I have a place. I have a place where I teach people to code. It's Laterally. By the way, you can see my full screen if you go to YouTube. The link is in my bio. So I teach people to code here, and Teachable wants to like charge me more money. So I'm trying to just literally move off of Teachable and use this same thing. So it's still going to be a Learn to Code site. It's just going to be on my own website. Cool. So here's the beta. The beta is, it's saying it's not able to be reached. Why is this? So there's got to definitely be a flaw in my DNS records for After Econ. So let's go back. And here I'll go to Command F and I'll look for DNS. Dynamic DNS. I don't want dynamic DNS. If I have dynamic DNS, that might actually be creating the issue. Yeah, I think DNS is outside of cPanel. Okay, so let's go back to GoDaddy. My products, go to, this time we're going to go to the domain settings for After Econ. Because remember, right now we have implemented a subdomain. So go to this domain, manage DNS. Because I put my DNS over to Cloudflare. That's definitely the issue. Yeah, so Cloudflare is great. It will improve, it basically caches your site and it'll give you permanently free SSL, which is really cool. So I need to update my Cloudflare settings. There you go. Do not eat that by the TV. Sit in your food chair, please. Thank you. Okay, let's go to Cloudflare. I don't want a demo. I just want to log in. Log in. Cool. So here is After Econ. I could do this differently. Whatever, it's too late. I could switch the Laterally.io to where it's like beta.laterally.io. That would probably be smarter. I forgot that I have both of these websites in Cloudflare. And so I thought the GoDaddy thing would be easier because I thought only Latterly was in Cloudflare, but they're both over there. Cloudflare is great. Cloudflare is great. Like, um, no wonder I have them both over here. 14K unique visitors in the past 30 days. I wonder about my analytics because do I still get um, like Google Analytics and Rocket? What is it called? WordPress Analytics. I forget what it's called. There's some like built-in analytics to WordPress. Jump Pack. Who creates? Who maintains WordPress? Automatic. Automatic products. Automatic products. Jump Pack. Is it called Jump Pack? Jetpack, maybe it is. Jetpack. Okay. So Jetpack has built-in analytics, but if I'm using Cloudflare in front, I'm like, is it still registering? I kind of think it does, but I want to make a mental note to double check on that. I kind of think that Cloudflare is caching the static files, and one of those static files is like the Google Analytics front-end JavaScript and the Jetpack JavaScript. So I think I'm not missing counts, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, Jetpack. Thank you, Andrew. Jetpack. The chat came in clutch there. Okay. Development mode temporarily bypass the cache. Yes. Maybe that alone will solve it. Let's see. So we'll inspect empty cache hard reload. No, so we're bypassing the cache, but that didn't solve the issue because the issue is not caching. The issue is that there is simply no subdomain record at all in Cloudflare. I just added the subdomain in cPanel. Okay, so what I want to do is I need to figure out my cPanel IP. So here's the IP. This is the shared IP. I'm not sure that that is like a valid subdomain IP. I don't think there is a subdomain IP. Hey, Ellie, if you're eating, eat at your table and don't yell at your brother. Okay, so how to get to subdomain via IP. And the answer, like even as I'm typing this in, I think the answer is you don't. Like they're both the same IP. I just need to change the DNS records. Okay, so Andrew says, "Where's my shout out for correct answer?" I thought I gave you a shout out. Is it because I only said Andrew and I didn't say your last name? This is Andrew Santoli, everybody. Everybody go check out Andrew Santoli. Okay, and that's on TikTok. So if you're on YouTube, I don't know, maybe he has a YouTube channel, but he's commenting on TikTok. All right, so here's the dub subdomain. So I need a CNAME record. This is proxied to after econ. I think it's fine to proxy because on the server side, on the after econ server, it's expecting the subdomain. So I think we don't need to do an ARTXT. I think, I could be wrong, but I think we just need the CNAME. Okay, so let me add a CNAME record. I always forget exactly what fields go in these bad boys. Okay, so here's the CNAME, and I want to do latterly beta dot after econ is my CNAME. Let me double check that, but I think so. No typos. Command C, so I'm not even typing it. I'm copying it. Control V, and it's the same. Now the target is the tricky part. I'm going to put afterecon.com, but maybe I should do that. Again, I'm not sure. Proxy status proxied. I kind of want to like just like not proxy it, but whatever. You broke your princess? You broke your princess hat? How it got broken? Did a monster truck smash it? The area? The area smashed it? That's crazy. I wonder what that means. Okay, thank you for the update. I think this piece you should put in the trash, and that piece you can probably still wear. It looks a little bit different, but you'll survive. Did you know different princesses have different looking hats? So you can still be a princess even though it looks different now. Yeah, that's a different piece now, right? But that's okay. All right, let's save this. So now we have this. This thing is cut off. What is it saying there? It's not covered by a certificate. Okay, I still think that's fine. Okay. Are you going to be in the TV area or the play area? Yeah. So are you going to the TV area or the... Well, if you shake your head, it will fall off. Yes. Are you going to be in the TV area or the play area? Don't just take it out of my hand. You can ask for it. Okay. See you later. Okay, so I think I don't know. Let's just give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. Laterally dot after what HTTPS since we're using Cloudflare. I'm thinking one of the issues is that this stuff like takes time to propagate sometimes. So the fact that like it doesn't immediately work doesn't actually necessarily mean that it's wrong. HTTPS seems to have failed. Let's go for HTTP. Let's check Cloudflare propagation time. 5 minutes or less. Okay. I really don't like the feedback loop when working with DNS. I actually don't like working with DNS at all, but the feedback loop is one of the reasons. In programming, you would think if you do the same thing over and over, you get the same result. Like, no. Let's see. Can I see any of this? I cannot see any of this. I should be able to add a wildcard. Yeah, subdomain. Cloudflare support wildcard sub. Oh, you know what? I don't know if Cloudflare supports wildcards. So we can try this. This is going for the A record. Okay. Proxied or DNS only. Let's double check on this. This is one of the things I wasn't sure about. Recommends enabling proxy for all records. Okay. Only proxies HTTP and HTTPS. Yeah, that's fine. That's all I need. Ah, up to 24 hours to complete. Oof. Well, bummer. I thought we were going to spend time making a WordPress site, and it seems like this has turned into we've kind of hit a wall with the Cloudflare propagation time situation. But that's okay because I can just go swimming. Oh, I never put .com. That's kind of makes me feel dumb. Yeah, so none of these are working. DNS probe is failing the NX domain lookup, but probably just because Cloudflare hasn't propagated yet. Mac OS or Windows. This is an M2, so I'm on Mac OS, but like we're dealing in a web browser, so it doesn't matter. This is a agnostic problem, OS agnostic problem. Okay, I could be sort of like eagerly defensive and just throw a wild card A record in there. Is that stupid? And see, the A record here is going to the IP, which I think is what I should do because I have the same domain for subdomains. I have the same IP for the subdomains. So I need the DNS to resolve to tell it like, hey, all of these different requests are against this IP, but there's a bunch of domains on this IP. Like, which domain do you care about? That's like why I need to configure DNS. Autoconfig.admin. Let's see if this even works. Autoconfig.admin.afterecon.com. There's a cipher mismatch. So this may not even be working. How about autoconfig.afterecon? I think this is for email. Invalid SSL. Cool. Wow, a bunch of these might not be working already. What about webmail? Webmail. Or what about the dub site? Let's go to the dub site. I think this one does work. Yeah, so after econ is good whether you go to the dub site or the without. Oh, they're both forwarding too. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oops, I misspelled com. Okay, webmail is working, so we can maybe follow the webmail DNS pattern. So this is just a CNAME proxy to after econ. Namda says, no, I'm asking what your fave is. Well, I like them both for different reasons. I like programming on Mac more, but I mean, gaming on Windows. Like gaming on Mac, are you kidding? Like, who does that? So, never used VS Code on Mac. Oh, it's great. Yeah, VS Code works great on Mac. Yeah, wow, that was quick. All right, y'all. So I think based on what I can tell, we have the CNAME webmail pattern seems to be good. It's proxying on auto. And then what I wrote is laterally beta after econ.com. Oh, okay. So I need to drop this piece. I was going to say, I think the record is good. We need to wait for propagation. But in fact, I'm not sure that the name is good. So I could edit this and that would restart propagation, or I could enter it twice and remove whichever one doesn't work. What I'm noticing is it seems like all of these failed CNAMEs, notice this, and then Cloudflare, it's cutting off. But what it says, it basically says that the record is not covered by the certificate. And as I look through, I notice a pattern on all of these. And that is that they are double names. They are double names. So autoconfig is good. Autoconfig admin fails. Basically, all of the double names fail CNAME. All of the double names fail CNAME. Here's a double name, it's fine, but it's not a CNAME, it's an A record. Here's a double name, it's fine, but it's not a CNAME, it's a TXT, and these are MX. So among the CNAMEs, having a double name or a nested name seems to be consistently failing. So for that reason, I will not prefer to have two entries, one with the double name, one with the single name. I just think we could go ahead and predict that this is going to be a flawed name, and I need to have a single CNAME. Fix improperly nested name. Cool. Fix improperly nested name. Cool. All right, and that resolved the certificate error. Maybe I should just like straight up remove this webdisk.admin. I don't know. I need to think about, or if it's a double name, maybe I need to point it at the A record. Yeah, I think that might be the situation actually. I think we can test that. Okay. Can I add an A record without deleting the CNAME? So here's the A record, and let's point it straight at the root IP. And they're still proxied on auto, so fine. It might conflict. Yeah, CNAME already exists. Webdisk.admin, we can do back.webdisk.admin. Back naming for testing. Technically, this would break the root, except that the root is already broken, so I don't care. Cool. It's still not covered by certificate. Even though it's not covered by certificate, we can try it anyway. Webdisk.afterecon.com. It wants my user and pass. That's good. What about webdisk.admin? And this is a cipher mismatch. What about webdisk.foobar? And it's an NX domain failure. Okay, so it's looking up the record. It found the record, which is actually surprising because that was like way too fast. There's no way propagation could have happened. So anyway, I don't necessarily trust that result, but that was kind of a fun experiment, and I will continue to keep an eye on it, and I might roll that back or whatever on my own time. For the purpose of today's stream, have we killed enough time that I can test latterlybeta.afterecon.com with and without HTTPS? No, so it's still failing. So I think it's just a propagation time issue. So we will check back tomorrow, and don't worry, I'm not going to bother you with a stream until I know that the DNS is resolved and we can actually do some code. All right, thanks for joining. See you.